If NATO were attacked today, the battle for Europe would not begin on the ground. It would begin in the sky. Because in modern warfare, control of the air decides everything that follows. Without it, tanks cannot move safely, troops cannot advance, and supply lines become easy targets. But achieving that control is not simply about having more fighter jets. It is about coordination, timing, and a system designed to see, strike, and survive.
Dark notice. The unseen exposed.
So how exactly would NATO defend its airspace in a real conflict? At first glance, it might seem straightforward. Fighter jets take off, engage the enemy, and secure the skies. But the reality is far more complex. NATO air operations are built around a layered system where every aircraft has a specific role, and every mission depends on precise coordination between dozens of moving parts. The first challenge is visibility. NATO airspace spans millions of square kilometers, and no single radar system can monitor it all effectively. Ground-based radars provide coverage, but they are vulnerable. In a real conflict, they can be jammed, destroyed, or even hacked. This creates blind spots, and in air warfare, what you cannot see can destroy you. That is why NATO moves its radar into the sky. Aircraft like the E-3 Sentry act as airborne command centers, scanning hundreds of kilometers in every direction. From high altitude, they can track both high-flying jets and low-altitude threats that would normally evade ground radar. More importantly, they do not just observe, they coordinate. They guide fighters, assign targets, and build a real-time picture of the battlefield. But here is the real question. If NATO can see everything, does that mean it can control everything? Or does the enemy still have a way to fight back? Because visibility alone does not guarantee safety. Modern air defense systems are designed to deny access to entire regions of airspace. Systems like the S-400 missile system can track aircraft from long distances and launch missiles at extreme speeds. These systems are not isolated units. They are part of a network, combining radars, launchers, and command nodes into a single defensive shield. To break that shield, NATO relies on one of its most dangerous missions: suppression of enemy air defenses. Specialized pilots, often referred to as Wild Weasels, are tasked with flying directly into contested airspace. Their objective is not to avoid detection, but to provoke it. By forcing enemy radars to activate, they expose their position. Once detected, these radars become targets. Weapons like the AGM-88 HARM are designed specifically for this mission. They lock onto radar emissions and strike at the source, forcing enemy systems to either shut down or risk destruction. It is a high-risk operation, and it often determines whether the rest of the air campaign can even begin. Once those defenses are weakened, the next phase begins. Fighter aircraft enter the battle space. Jets such as the F-35 Lightning II and JAS-39 Gripen are designed to perform multiple roles within the same mission. They can engage enemy aircraft, strike ground targets, and provide support to forces below. But what makes NATO unique is not the aircraft themselves. It is the ability of pilots from different countries to operate as a single, unified force. Years of joint training mean that procedures, communication, and tactics are standardized. A pilot from one nation can seamlessly integrate into a formation led by another. This level of interoperability is not accidental. It is built through constant exercises and shared doctrine. However, even the most advanced fighter has a critical limitation: fuel. High-speed maneuvers and long-distance missions consume enormous amounts of fuel. Without support, even the most capable aircraft would be forced to return to base before completing their objectives. This is where aerial refueling becomes essential. Tanker aircraft act as flying fuel stations, extending the range and endurance of combat jets. In the middle of a mission, fighters can connect mid-air, receive thousands of liters of fuel, and continue their operation without interruption. It is a delicate and highly coordinated process,
but it allows NATO to maintain pressure over long distances and extended periods. And yet, modern conflicts are introducing new challenges. In recent years, the rise of unmanned systems has changed the battlefield. Drones, often inexpensive and produced in large numbers, can overwhelm traditional defenses. They may not match the speed or power of fighter jets, but their sheer volume creates a different kind of threat, one that NATO is actively adapting to counter. So when you look at the full picture, NATO air defense is not a single action, it is a sequence: detection, disruption, dominance. Each phase depends on the success of the one before it, and failure at any stage can compromise the entire operation. But perhaps the most important factor is not the technology, it is the people behind it. Pilots, operators, and planners train continuously to operate in complex, high-pressure environments. They're expected to make decisions in real time, often with incomplete information, and adapt to rapidly changing conditions. Command structures are designed to give them the flexibility to act when it matters most. Because in the end, air superiority is not just about machines in the sky. It is about coordination, preparation, and the ability to act as one force, even when that force is made up of dozens of nations. And that's what makes NATO's air power different. Not just stronger, but connected.